Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. It has been a minute. It's been a little while since we've been, talking just me in front of the camera, I don't know, and you just not seeing my hand. But today I wanted to bring you along and show you a recipe that we're gonna make with the sous vide, and I'm super excited. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen me use the sous vide. It's set up back there, and I've been loving it, like loving it. My brother got it for me for Christmas, and I knew I would really enjoy it, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. But today we're gonna make a copycat recipe of the Starbucks egg white and roasted red pepper sous vide bites. If you've had them, oh my gosh, they're so good. I've only had them once, and that was like enough to just convert me. And then I got the sous vide, and I was like, hold on, I can make these at home. So I figured out a little copycat recipe. It's not the exact same, but they're pretty darn good. And we're also gonna do a version in the oven. So if you don't have a sous vide, I'm gonna show you how you can make these at home in the oven. They taste just as good. So let's get started. So all you're gonna need is just a big blender. And to that, we're gonna dump egg whites. I just get a big carton from the grocery, lots of egg whites. Then we have salt and pepper, dump it in there. And then to that, we're gonna add some shredded Monterey Jack cheese. I just got a big block and shredded it myself. And then cottage cheese. And I know that's probably really weird. I thought it was weird, but when I was trying to find a recipe, I went on Starbucks website and I actually looked at the ingredient list of their little egg white and red pepper sous vide egg bites. And there was cottage cheese in them and Monterey Jack, so who knows? So that's why we're adding it. And it actually tastes really, really good. You can't really taste that it's cottage cheese, but it gives it a really creamy flavor, I think. So I don't know, it works. So that's all gonna go into blender. You're gonna put this on, the lid on, and then we're gonna blend it on high power for a minute. So let's do it. Okay, so that's all done. Now all we need to do is assemble everything. So for the sous vide bites, I use these little mason jars. They're 4-ounce mason jars. You can get them at Walmart. You can order them off Amazon, pretty much anywhere in the grocery. They're little 4-ounce jars. Clean them, wash them, dry them. We're gonna use 6 of those. So this recipe is actually a double recipe. It's for 12 bites. The recipe that's gonna be on the blog is for 6. So I do 6 at a time, but it's easily doubled, tripled, whatever you need. And then we're gonna do 6 in little reusable muffin tins that I've greased with some baking spray and just put them in a muffin container, and we're gonna bake these. So 6 are gonna go in the sous vide if you have a sous vide, and then 6 are gonna go in the oven if you don't have a sous vide on hand. So we're gonna do both and see how they go. So a double recipe, 1 in the oven, 1 in the sous vide. Into that, we're gonna add some green onion. So this is 4 green onion. Again, all this recipe is doubled. So 4 green onion, I've chopped up really fine. Spinach, this is like a handful-ish, so maybe like 1/4 of a cup, 1/2 a cup. And I chopped it up almost, it looks like basil, so which actually would be really good in these now that I think about it. So probably for the summer I'll add that. But I chopped it up really, really fine. And then roasted red peppers. This is just a jar of roasted red peppers. We put about a teaspoon in each egg bite. And so I just took them out, drained them. There's a little bit of water in there still, chopped them up. And then we're gonna assemble all of these and then pop them into the sous vide and pop them into the oven. So let's go. Okay, we're back. The egg bites have come out of the oven. I baked these at 350 degrees and they went for about 30 to 35 minutes. So these are out and cooling, and now we're gonna grab the egg bites that are in their sous vide. I cooked them at 172 degrees for an hour. So it's been like an hour and 10 minutes right now. They can go a little longer, that's fine, but we're gonna go ahead and bring them out. You can turn this off. And then just either use some pinchers or a canning, I forget what they're called. I have one, but it's not inside. Or a spoon, just anything, because they are a little hot. We're gonna put them out on a towel, and then these are gonna cool. Now, they're ready to eat as of right now. They're already all the way cooked. My favorite way to eat them is actually to pop them out and put them in my toaster oven on boil. unbroil or toast, and it gets them a little bit brown like these are. And if you've gotten them from Starbucks before, they're like brown on the top. Now it doesn't get all the way brown. I'm gonna admit, I don't know how they do that for sure, but it warms them up. It gets them a little bit toasty. That's my favorite way to eat them. I've also put them in the microwave to see how they will do. I've just taken the lid off and popped the whole mason jar in the microwave for just like 60 seconds or so till it's warmed, and it tastes great. It tastes just fine. It does get a little bit watery, whereas when I put them in the toaster oven, that doesn't happen at all. But if you don't mind that and need it just to be quick and easy, because the toaster oven does take a little bit, then that's an option for you as well. It just doesn't get browned on the top, and it is a little bit watery, but they're warm. And then I've also eaten them cool, like just straight out of the fridge, because I'll put all of these in the refrigerator, cool them down, and just keep them. I eat 2 at a time, so they don't last me very long. That's why I like to make a double recipe, but they're good cold. So it's just kind of however you like it. But my favorite way is just in a toaster oven. So we're gonna go ahead and open one of these. Now, just fair warning, be careful because they are hot, 172 degrees. But they are gonna be light and fluffy and have that like custard texture from the cottage cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop 2 of these out, put them in the toaster oven, and then we're gonna enjoy them. I'm going to show you and compare the oven version as well, so you can see that in case you don't have a sous vide. You can just make these at home in the oven and it'll be perfectly fine. And then we're going to eat because I am hungry. Okay, the egg bites are ready, so we're going to go ahead and take them out of the toaster oven and eat up. Okay. This is what they look like. See how big and puffy they are? I mean, look how tall. So this one's a little bit taller, but it could have been filled for a little more. But they've gotten a little bit golden brown. Like I said, it's not as much as it is at Starbucks, but it's so perfect. So we're just gonna gently get them off of the paper that they've kind of stuck to, so that's good. And bloop. Now the bottom does get nice and toasty too. So like I said, I mean, it's, once you eat it, you're gonna be like, oh, this is great. All right, there we go. So that's it. It's super easy. So it's how many egg whites, 2 cheeses, salt and pepper, and then any add-ins. But I just love, like, they have hit the money on this roasted red pepper with the cottage cheese and the Monterey Jack. Perfect snack, perfect breakfast. Look at this. They are steaming, piping hot. They're so fluffy. You cut right into it. Look at that. I mean, it's just, it's beautiful. It's perfect. It's light and airy and fluffy, and you're gonna eat it and be like, what? We have cracked the code, Starbucks. We have cracked the code. I've got to have some. Now it's gonna be hot, but Rex, I just want to let you know, is over here just staring me down, saying, Mom, I want some egg bites too. I want some sous vide egg bites. I can't even look at him because he's so funny. It is like melt in your mouth, so good. It's light, it's fluffy. The cheese, it's like, it gives it a flavor that you're like, you wouldn't automatically think that that's cheese, but just like, oh my gosh, what is that? It's so good. You don't expect it to be as good as it is. And it's so simple, so easy, doesn't take any time at all, completely healthy, nice light snack. Let's look at these oven ones in case you don't have a sous vide. But if you are a foodie, you love to be in the kitchen, you love to cook, you love to bake, because you can bake in this too. This is gonna be perfect for you, especially during the winter time when you can't use the grill. The grill can be so finicky if you're not a master at it to get it that perfect medium rare for a steak or your chicken, not too dry or overdone. So it is an investment piece. It is a little bit pricey, but if you like to cook and this is like your thing, your safe haven, your escape, then you will love to get this. I have the Innova brand. You can get it on Amazon. They have 2 different kinds. They just have a regular, like a lower price kind, and then they have a higher price that comes with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi that connects to your phone, and there's an app. And so all I have to do as I've learned how to like cook things and what temperature it needs to be on, I'll go and find burger, medium rare, click start, and it just all connects and it goes, and it's completely controlled on its own through the app and through the phone. It's amazing. I love it so much. So many more recipes I want to show you all and bring to you guys. So this is just a start because I've been obsessed with these. Hey guys, so I am actually sitting down editing the video that you are now watching, and the little ending clip as I was editing it just cut off. And the day that I filmed this, my phone and computer decided to go haywire, tried to back things up, filmed it all, put it all on my computer, backed it up, and it went crazy. Deleted a bunch of stuff, cut a bunch of videos off that I didn't realize until now when I sat down to end this. So this is not what I wanted it to be or expected, but these things happen, and I filmed that last week, 2 weeks ago, and I'm just not getting around to editing it, and I can't recreate that. So here we are. I'm doing an ending now as I am editing and just realized that I don't have any more footage, and there was a couple clips that I had and now they are not on my phone or my computer and disappeared in thin air. So yay, technology. So I posted the blog post. It's live. The recipe is up. Go head on over to feelingasouthernsoul.com, find the Copycat Starbucks roasted red pepper and egg white sous vide bites. It's all there for you. Minimal ingredients, super easy. There is an oven version as well for you. I think you got the point that I'm pretty obsessed with it and I love it so much, both the sous vide and the egg bites. So head on over to the blog, grab the full recipe. Again, sorry for this lovely video and outro. So I will see you all next time.